Yo,
Yeah, what's happening, man?
yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? So, yeah, by the way, guys, we started. What's up, y'all? It's Reborn 6819. Today, I bring a guest, Spirit of Paradox. What's up, Spirit Paradox? How things going?
All good, man. All good. This is Christmas season, so I've just
Yeah,
been chilling with the family, man. But
yeah,
yeah, I haven't uploaded nothing in a minute still, but because I've been dealing with the Christmas season and that. That's
yeah.
all love, man. All love, man. How you doing?
Cool, cool. Just watching something. Just watching some YouTube. And what is it? I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for others to join by.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Let me try and see if he's here. Probably he might be busy or something else. But I need to give him a notice.
Alright, that's calm. Bear with me. I got food on the way as well, so I might be chewing on some. I'll mute my mic if I do. So what do you think of that Jonathan Major situation, bro?
So personally, in my opinion, um, it's kind of bad and also bad for Marvels too and Disney because they're out of shape and also they've been out of touch too. And the
Mm.
way they keep on carry on, you know, love to lecture the audience, including DCU too, lying and trying to be smart too. Think that, or with all the people, the audience don't know what we're talking about, but we see how they are, right? We see how they rather defend toxic, yeah, toxic social
Well, that's
justice
some
warrior.
political nonsense, man. Yeah. It's like, yeah, they make all of this like divisive content, and then when people get divisive about it, they just call them Islamophobes. Like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, really? You're gonna use that trope again?
I
And
know,
at the
but
end of the day, right, the fan doesn't get what they want, and the studio ends up losing money in the end.
I, yeah, because nowadays you look at Japan, they know how the owners are, and they know what they how to give the owners what they want. But meanwhile, from Western, we see multiple games developers, and also what is it? Yeah, Ubisoft the developer too from France. Like care what they think and they believe, and also what's effing trending, but not at least respecting what the fandom wants,
But
and
like
also
Ubisoft, in my opinion, is a studio that doesn't know how to create anymore. Like they just don't know how to create things. Like they only know how to just rinse and repeat the same concept over and over on different IPs.
yeah, true, and
Like,
that's absolutely true, bro.
and then you got like Assassin's Creed, right? And it takes every 5 years for the franchise to innovate. And then what they do is when you get a new like a new innovation, they rinse out that innovation and then innovate again and then rinse that out. For example,
Yeah, it's just ridiculous with the what I want to say with the Avatar is rinse and repeat. It's same old
oh,
Ubisoft,
do
and
you mean the Blue People Far Cry game?
yeah, rinse and repeat. They are out of touch, and the fact like they
Yeah,
want to make Splinter Cell probably open world, but the thing is that game supposed to be stealth action. I see how the outlets and the mainstream media saying that majority of gamers don't like stealth action games, bro.
right, right.
Splinter,
That's just bullshit.
yeah, Splinter
But
Cell
but you
and
see,
Metal
the
Gear
thing
Solid
is
are-
though, See,
Huh.
the thing is though with Splinter Cell, I think what was the last one we got? Blacklist or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think with Blacklist, I've got to admit that came out when like stealth games weren't really popping. Like, what year did that come out? 2012, 13, around there. There were just other games that were just popping at the time, and I just don't think that one sold particularly well. But to say that the stealth genre isn't popular is bullcrap. Like, have you played Metal Gear Solid? Yes, they have. They worked on Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
you
bro.
could actually see Ubisoft in the credits of Metal Gear Solid 4. They worked on it, and you could like, get Altair's outfit in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of good credit. And also it's same also same goes for spent on both of those franchise. Mega Solid and Splinter
Actually,
Cell.
now that I think about it, like Ghost Recon was pretty much 1-to-1 Metal Gear Solid 4 in gameplay. Like
Mm-hmm.
crouch, prone, like crouch and gun, like yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm not hating. I loved Ghost Recon Wildlands, and despite the
Yeah.
flaws of Breakpoint, I did enjoy Breakpoint.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of me from like for me a little bit, but not that really. But I prefer Wildlands. But I wish they do Future Soldier at least. And what is it? Some person gonna be on his way. He used to play Ghost Recon Future Soldier. He kind of preferred that one more than Wildlands. I don't I don't blame him for it. And plus, um, what is it? Now I don't know how Ubisoft gonna deal with Ghost Recon. What
Just
was
go
I
back
don't know.
to the roots. It's like I don't understand how this company gets so many things wrong. Like Ghost Recon's a very simple game. Just make another Wildlands. Just skip all the online bullcrap. Like for real. Like Ghost Recon is very simple to get. Tactical shooter. You could
Thank
do that
you.
in linear. You can do that in open world. You can do that on PvP.
Yeah,
Very simple.
yeah. And oh, what is it?
And see, the thing is, sorry, my voice is going. See, the thing is with Ghost Recon, right? You don't even need a big budget for that franchise.
Exactly,
So,
bro.
like, getting John Bernthal in the game, in my opinion, was a bit of a waste because he was barely in it. And what he had with the script wasn't all that. But, like, Ghost
Yeah,
Recon does not need, like, a multi-million-dollar budget. You can just get a small team, getting, like, making a smaller concept Ghost Recon game, you know?
exactly. Exactly,
But
and it's same thing with Marvel Studios with Suicide Squad. Even though everybody's saying that game have potential, but what?
nah, you see,
No.
Suicide Squad, that game's dead on arrival.
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
bro. Yeah,
like I don't need to see no more gameplay to know how that game's gonna end up.
yeah, yeah. Because even though some guys
And then
supposed to be
plus
saying
the
that.
leaks.
Yeah, even though I suppose this guy, he's saying that person, the gameplay can be good, but he does respect my opinion. But the fact like is, bro, I see it's just like Squad gameplay. The pace is kind of awful. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad on his live service. How many times DCU can you understand people like linear games, not what is it, not live
Right,
services?
right. So I know the situation with this one. Well, I hope I think I understand the situation here.
Yeah,
Basically, the new CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, right? He
yeah.
wants to make as much money from Warner Brothers because at the moment Warner Brothers is still billions of dollars in debt that they are still trying to pay off. So Hogwarts Legacy was a Warner Brothers title that sold pretty well, but they
Hmm.
do want to make the live service model to get continuous revenue. But the
Hmm.
problem is with David Zaslav, he don't play video games. He doesn't understand how a video game is made. He doesn't understand how risky it is making a live service game in this day and age, especially if it's trying to be a Destiny clone. Like,
True.
because you see, the thing is, right? There are so many of these games that require you to do grinds, and
Yeah.
people typically just stick with one. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so it's like, yeah, we got all these games that are live services, but when are you really going to be putting in 100 hours or more into multiple? Like I just play Warframe for a live service game, and I just play single player games, really. But
Yeah. Yeah, but I would say this. At least you're a masterpiece of Warframe. I see it all the time. Even when you're active, you play Warframe. You're deadly good at it, mommy. You're deadly good, bro. Guys,
I must admit, like playing Warframe's not hard.
yeah,
I
guys,
must admit, it's
yeah, guys.
understanding.
All right.
Huh?
No, I was telling all this, guys. Spirit of Paradox been playing Warframe for his whole years, and he's absolutely a good, professional pro gamer, in my
Like
opinion.
I think I've put in about 4,000 hours into that. But that's nothing. That's actually nothing. I looked at my old PSN account and I found out I put like 8,000 hours on Destiny 1. Uh,
Damn.
I was like rotted. Like I played that because that was before I was playing Warframe. So I
Yeah.
played Destiny 1 from the day it was born to the day it died, and we got Destiny 2. And then I stopped playing halfway through year 1 on Destiny 2. Just wasn't
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah,
And that
yeah.
was actually hold on, and just when that happened, that was when I bought Ghost Recon Wildlands because I
Ooh,
was looking for a new game at the time. So that was when I was playing it heavy, and then I got onto Warframe.
ooh.
Yeah, but I absolutely love Wildlands, man, especially that Predator mission.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, I missed the Predator. And now you see how Disney buy my great beloved franchise. You know that it used to do horror and more action.
For you,
Disney got hold of Alien franchise and Predator franchise. I said to myself, why? Why you need to bring those franchise to be on your what is it, your Disneyland with the castle? No, they're different. They're way more different than what you're doing.
mm.
Yeah. But now they would rather change it to Prey. Ah,
See, the thing is actually, the thing about what was it with the Game Awards?
yeah.
I was thinking about that Blade game, and we still don't know if that's going to be an exclusive to Xbox or not.
Yeah. The whole
That is some
community going
bougie
stuff.
decision. That's bougie. What the hell is that? Like, you want to hype up the game, but you don't want to say if it's an exclusive or not?
Exactly, bro. And even though air be raging on Twitter, you don't need to spend too much time raging and all that. And also, Mr. Menzai, because I'll say this, me and you know the fact, like, we all know Neil Cutman got cancel Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer because they were focused on the remastered of the game.
Yeah. Uh, and then, and then they cancelled the factions thing, didn't they? Like, I knew that was just never going to work. Because I
Oh,
get twisted. There
no,
have been some, like, online
no
survival
problem.
live service
Ch-
games,
Chico, no problem. Oh,
but like,
I'll see King Tut. No problem.
what
That's
I was
that's
saying,
my homie for the Saints on Discord server.
hello.
Yeah, yeah. He's a boss, and also we've been having Discord absolutely remain positive and also respectful. But it's for the OGs though, original
Cool,
Saints
cool.
Discord.
Mm.
Yeah, not
Oh,
not.
yeah, Saints Row. Oh, oh.
All right. Yes, we got the man here. What's up, Reverend? How are you? Me
Good
and
evening.
Spirit of Paradox. He do Marvels and a lot of comics. I do great collection figures. And also he's a good, absolutely critic of Marvel franchise as a whole, which I respect from him.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. And this and Miss and Spirit Paradox. This is Remnant. a guy that's talk about gamings and a lot of things. Introduce yourself, Revenant. Wait,
Oh, sorry, it's like my little sister's talking to me. Oh, you're watching. Sorry, I got my little sister in the room. Don't mind that.
yeah, but
Lexi, I'm on the phone.
yeah, no worries, Kinturk. I respect you. Yeah.
Okay,
But times
sorry.
for popping by though. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Get some rest. I ain't stopping you.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. What's up? Oh yeah, Revenant. By the way, I want you to like meet Spare Products. He's like an great Marvel comic book fan and also a diehard fan for Marvel, and he's been real to his fans and critical. And tell
Good
him,
evening, sir.
Hey,
hmm?
what's up?
And Miss, I mean, Spirit of Paradox. Explain
Yeah,
how your channel is and what you do.
so I'm Spirit of Paradox. I do videos on comic books, particularly in the Marvel universe and the Ultimate Universe in particular. And I give my thoughts on other things like movies, video games. I used to do that on my old YouTube channel in particular, with Rowan here remembering me as Mr. Messiah, but I still need to get back into gaming still.
Yeah.
But
I was
I
gonna
just
say
give my
Mr.
thoughts
Miyazaki.
on things still, and I just do my own thing still.
Yeah,
But
sounds good.
yeah, and Reverend Remnant, he got a lot of collector's marvels, and I'm glad he got all the collection figures, because I can't get a lot of those type of stuff. Now, now when it comes to modern, it have like different type of things, which I'm not interested in those new
Yeah,
characters
it's
Oh
from
probably,
Marvel.
probably best just to get like the classics, like the old figures and all that.
yeah, I
Yeah,
do. Yeah, I'm an avid toy collector, man. So instead of
yeah,
me buying the comics, I actually own the characters, man. And I get the
yeah.
fights that I can't get in the comics either.
Yeah,
But
especially
yeah, man.
nowadays.
Obviously, and Revenant, have you seen DCU add Amber Heard back into the Aquaman 2? I know what we're doing, and Spirit Paradox saying know what DC doing, and damn, like even though me and discuss about the Suicide Squad game, we all know it's gonna be dead on arrival.
Oh, definitely. Well,
Yeah,
with Aquaman,
Mm,
it's like they made sure not to show her in the trailers. So
and they lied,
yeah,
and it's okay for them to like delete Jonathan Major, and let's see if they do, because that's fun. That would be funny thing too.
see,
that's
like,
the guy who was going to jail, right? The Marvel fired.
Yeah, Jonathan Major.
Yeah, it's
oh,
weird they fired him right away, but I know it's different Marvel and DC, but still, like DC didn't really do anything when it came to Ezra Miller. They just
or
delayed the
Amber.
movie. So
Yeah.
or
Oh
Ah,
my
the same
god,
way Amber
like
Heard.
that Ezra guy. I cannot believe he got away with that. Like, I remember
exactly.
Yeah,
seeing
it's
one
crazy.
video of him straight up choking a woman out
Hmm.
on camera. It's like, nah,
Yeah, bro.
don't want to hear it. Nah, I don't want to even want to see the damn film after that. I can't support that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
then like the movie ended up bombing anyway. So
Exactly.
so
They
Exactly.
might have, they
ultimately
should
it
have did
wasn't
what
even
they
worth
did
it.
to Batgirl.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Like get the tax write off for this, cancel the film altogether. But
Hmm.
mm,
Yeah.
ended up losing more money in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
All right now. Funny thing they were get with X-Man, the main character Wolverine, and focus on the same type of narrative, which the audience and many of small women getting tired of, pushing with the female propaganda. And
Mm.
it's getting too much, way too far. And majority of audience getting tired of it. And they can keep on continue with that route. But I'm saying is their companies and their stuff will be flopped in a valuable ways, and they will be not liking it. Yo, what's up, Jim Pachi?
Yo, how's it going, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Sweet,
good.
sweet.
Spirit Paradox. This is Jim Pachi. You do like live stream games. and he's
Good evening.
he collabed with Remnant.
Hey, how's it going, Spirit?
All
Yeah,
good, sir. All good.
yeah, yeah. So, Jempachi, by the way, we discussed about Marvel and DC, and the fact
Hmm.
that Marvel want to well, basically want to focus on female Wolverine, but the
Oh
thing,
no, I think you mean female X-Men, right?
yeah, the X-Men, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. With
Well,
the Wolverine game, I know they're having Jean Grey be like a second protagonist or some shit like that. But with the X-Men, I guess it's like a reboot of the X-Men movies. They
Yo,
want it to be
what's
like
up,
a all
Gamer
female.
Woody?
Gamer Wody. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
what's
that every
up?
time, bro.
Yeah,
See,
What's
Gamer
up, Game
Woody
Wardy?
always keep things real,
I'm
bro.
I'm a bit conflicted with that with the new rumor for the new MCU X-Men because there's some things I like that I hear in there, but there's some things where it's like I know what you're gonna go and do. I know how it's gonna play out. It's like I want to see Sinister on the screen again, or that one on again. I want to see Sinister on screen, but having like the female cast in an X-Men that at the same time I love Storm, I love Jean Grey, Emma Frost, and that, so that won't really be much of a problem.
Can't
It's
forget
how those
Rogue.
characters, yeah, it's like how those characters are going to be written is what I'm worried about.
I actually
Unfortunately,
agree
I
with
think
you
we know the
there.
answer.
Like, I agree with you there in the sense that it depends how they're like. It really depends how they're written. I don't think as I'm a huge comic book fan too, and like I've always liked the female Marvel characters, especially the X-Men, like
Mm.
Rogue, Kitty Pride. Like, there's so many good female X-Men characters, but I think that we have to be honest and look at the trend. I mean, we could say we don't know for sure, but at the same time, when almost every piece of media comes out with an agenda, I think you have to use your instincts and say, okay, I have to wait and see, and I have to be cautious because likely they're going to repeat the same pattern, especially if they've been doing it
Mm-hmm.
for the last 10 years.
And
Mm,
very hard in the last three. Like it's gotten to the point where it's the exception to not get it in product now.
Exactly,
Or some
Hmm.
exactly.
sort of
bro.
entertainment. Like it's the exception now, but
Yeah, unfortunately,
it,
that's
it,
how it
it's
is.
like it's like at this point, is it really worth damaging your brand for this agenda? Is it really worth it? Like in my opinion, like someone has to talk to Kevin Feige and be like, "Yo, big man, I get it. You want
Big
to
man.
be, you want to be inclusive. We get it. You love the gal them. We get it.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
but dude, we're losing hundreds of millions here.
Yeah,
You
I
got
don't
you got to
find that
fix up.
funny, bro.
Like you got to fix up. Like we're losing hundreds of millions. We're not making $1 billion per movie anymore. There's
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's all at a
people
loss.
like there are literally YouTubers calling this stuff woke everywhere. You
Well,
can't
yeah,
ignore it now, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like
Hmm.
like Kevin, I know he's probably got an ego and the people who work for him are probably too scared to piss him off because they'll probably fire them. But it's like he needs that conversation. You
Well,
need to fix it up now because
exactly.
Spirit,
it's not worth it.
I agree with you in that regard, but I think that it's a little bit more nefarious than that. Because in the end of the day, I think if it wasn't worth it for them, they wouldn't do it. And I'm not saying that it's worth it and that it's good, but more so the money that they're receiving through lobbyist groups and agendists
True.
and modern Marxists is making up for the losses that they're suffering through, like, through these constant botched failures. So when you look at like the box office or you look at the actual Marvel comics themselves, right? They're not selling well. The art has declined, the writing has declined. It's a bunch of it is pandering, and they're losing so much money, but somehow they're staying afloat. You gotta like think that the investment money they're receiving from ESG groups or
Yeah,
companies like Sweet Baby Inc. is making up for the losses.
yeah,
Otherwise, they would have turned their back on this agenda a while back. So I think that is actually
exactly.
much more nefarious than
Yeah,
just Kevin Feige's ego. I think that's a part of it. I think there's a lot of useful idiots in the sense that they're like highly, like they're so brainwashed that they function as like a good foot soldier. But I think the agenda that they have is much greater and much darker than what we're seeing on the surface.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
actually gonna bring up that ESG is basically like their safety net all the time, which is why they keep doing it. If it was like say like the '90s or like early 2000s, like most of that shit wouldn't fly. These studios would be out of business. These directors and producers would be like kicked out because they're having a repeating a pattern of failing hard while also
Upwards.
having like insanely high budgets
Yeah,
that are not
failing
paying
upward.
off. Yep, exactly. And ESG and other shit like that going on.
And
And
Black Bot too.
yeah, that's why you're seeing it now with like movies, game companies, comics, TV shows, like it's like
Plastic
all
too.
around entertainment and media where it's always like something, in this case like ESG, BlackRock and all that, where it's like
Mhm.
they always have something to fall back on because they know it's like fucking terrible. The audience usually knows it's terrible. I mean, yeah, of course you have a bunch of fucking corporate slaves that are gonna
Yeah,
bend over backwards
even
for these companies and defend them at every corner and shit like that. But most people know, and a lot of people are waking up to what's happening, and they already know what's going to be like this new X-Men reboot or whatever it is. People already know what it is. It's just like with the Flash and all that. Like if this was like 10 years ago or so, the Flash would have succeeded. But since they wanted to incorporate dumb shit and then
yeah.
keep someone on that really is a liability for everyone involved, that's why a lot of people said, fuck this shitty ass movie with this terrible human being, Ezra Miller. We're not gonna watch it, and that's what happened. Or even with the Marvels, like that flopped as well.
Yeah, I guess they
Mhm.
think a bigger budget mean it's going to be good, but they are wrong. Okay? Yeah,
Well,
that's
That's
true.
another thing. Their budgets are ridiculous now.
oh
Exactly,
yeah,
bro.
Extremely high.
Like 200 mil plus per
Hmm.
movie. It's
per
like
failure,
you
per
gotta
failure.
like
Yeah.
I know. It's like how much? Cause you gotta make like 600 million to at least to break even. Because we also
Yeah.
got to consider how much the cinemas take per like the slice of how much the movie makes.
Hmm.
Well, this is
Oh.
gonna sound kind of unrelated, but I feel like it's relevant. So I think that it's also like that the current trend of what people are consuming and following has
Yeah,
kind of sort of created this monster. For example, like look at cable, right? We all know like cable television. I don't know what the UK equivalent is. I'm pretty sure it's still cable television, but whatever.
Oh no. Yeah, same over here.
So they're dying out because people, back in the day, we would watch TV and we would wait for our shows to come on, and that's how they would market other shows, right? They're like, all right, kids love X-Men, so let's market our new cartoon around the same time slot, right? So
yeah,
they would have like another cartoon play, and then you'll get into that, and that was the old way of marketing. But now with YouTube and social media and streaming services, cable is dying. So to make up for that, now they're every company, every studio wants to have their own streaming service. So now they're basically recreating cable, but now it's more expensive because you're not getting all those channels under one bracket. Now you're getting like one specific studio. It sounds better
And
on
content
paper.
is starting to disappear because they're removing content of like Disney
Hmm.
Plus not too long ago.
Exactly.
And
And also other
Max is doing it
companies.
too.
Like they'll
yeah,
say, all right, well, Paramount, like, so for example, HBO would have shows that are licensed under Paramount, and Paramount will say, no, we're going to make our streaming service. So take all our stuff off HBO Max, right? Or that would be
Hmm.
an example. And what happens is people are paying 3 to 4 times as much as actual cable, which is funny because it's kind of like the industry just follows what people are doing and sort of warps it to fit to kind of warp it to fit the status quo that they want. So the
yeah,
way this relates to the Marvel movies is, they've been doing these things with everybody wants to do a cinematic universe. Everybody wants to be the new, create the new badass female lead. So I think it's also like the ESG stuff, but I think that it's just a
yeah,
trend. The trend has been created, and now companies are fighting to try to keep that going
yeah.
because and they're searching for a fictional audience that doesn't even exist.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
That it's like
Thank
Andy
you.
saying that too. Yeah, and Andrew, look how many times Andrew's been like taken off the current side media, and
Hmm.
media like canceling that bad, and they still got hate around Andrew Tate. I'm not gonna lie. They try and label him he's atheist, but he converted himself Islam.
Yeah.
See, the
Well, I
thing is,
mean,
like,
like, well,
oh
I'm
god,
sorry, Spirit. Sorry to interrupt you. But like the thing is, though, we have to understand that somebody could tell you the truth, but you don't have to accept. Like this is another part of the problem. People don't understand that not everybody has the whole picture. Not everyone, not like no specific person has the whole picture, the whole answer, right?
Yeah,
So you have to take what is relevant and also and take what's useful and good and actually logical, and the parts that are non-logical, illogical, or like incorrect, we have to be willing to say no. I can agree with you here, and I can disagree with you there, right? So, for
yeah,
example, with Andrew Tate, I agree with a lot of things Andrew Tate says, right? And there's going to be parts of it that I don't think are true, right? Like, for example, I'm not religious, so with the Islam stuff, I'm like, all right, people have converted to Islam because Andrew Tate is has converted. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that we have to understand that these people are not your savior. None of these people are your savior. In the end of
exactly.
the day, they're just individuals and they have opinions, and we take the opinions that are good
Yeah,
and
exactly.
roll with those. And the ones that we disagree with, we're not obligated to agree with them because we like the person or because other things they have said is true. It's like circular logic. And that's why you have the rise of. Actually like Andrew Tate, by the way, but I'm just saying that's why you have the rise of people like Andrew Tate
Yeah,
uh, other people, and it's like Eric July. I don't know if you know of Eric July, Spirit,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I
Tyler
I like
July.
it. I like Eric July. I think he says a lot of things that are great, but Isom, in my opinion, is not good. I don't like the art. I mean, I don't like the character designs. The art is good. The writing seems not very like up to par in my opinion. But even though
yeah,
I like him, I'm not gonna pretend that the book is good because I like him. You get what I'm saying? And it's
yeah,
this
yeah,
weird like
I read
disconnect going
comics,
on.
but I
yeah.
actually haven't read ISOM yet, so I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you
Even
ever do read Isom,
Well,
you're
I watch
gonna
his videos, but I haven't actually bought his comic. So I've watched
and
him for a good long while with his commentary, but I haven't bought
yeah,
ISOM.
yeah, and he has great commentary, and like I like the guy. Like I'm glad that Isom was successful because it is an alternative to a lot of the media we're getting now with the agenda stuff. But at
yeah,
the same time, I can't, like I said, I can't pretend it's good just because I like Eric July. I think we have to. The
yeah.
only way we're gonna
I agree with you.
curate better media and curate for like a
Same
better
as Ryan
a
cannot.
better a better future for this stuff, we have to like actually be honest and and not be the other end of the spectrum where now we're being corporate slaves because we like somebody. Eric July, he's a great commentator, so I'm going to be a corporate slave and say everything he does is good. Like you don't want to be on either end of the spectrum. You have to be a person who.
You rather be in both. You rather talk about
Balance.
both sides of the spectrum, which is a good thing. And also, let me read what Game Woody saying because Game Woody has some good valid points. It's crazy. People will pay more for like streaming service, but the shows and the movies, but the streaming service have the most shittiest shows and movies you'll ever see. Game Woody always on point. Spare paradox. I'm telling you, spare
Yeah,
paradox. If you watch this video, you gotta look how many times he go valid on point.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
My apologies for the noise, folks. I'm just picking up my food real quick.
I know.
I'm on the phone.
Let's look at Blade. Blade didn't had a modest budget, and that movie still holds up well today with like quality. And it's kind
Yeah,
of crazy how in the '90s they were able to make something like Blade, and under with a certain budget, it holds up pretty well. Or like Batman '89 had a big budget for the time, but like if you look at those movies, the quality is so high that they almost become timeless, right? And then like you have current media where the budgets are 3 to 4 times as much, even accounting for inflation, it's still an insane budget, right?
yeah,
And
Hmm.
and they can't, like, the quality isn't there, like, and it leads me to believe that it's not a tech issue, it's not a money issue, it's a talent issue, it's a hubris issue.
Yeah,
um it's just crazy to me that a movie like Blade, the first Blade movie, still holds up so well compared to
exactly.
modern movies. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. Wait until the corporate stays saying, "Oh, the quality downgraded." Just like what is it? I see people talk about the original GTA 3, the gameplay of the walkthrough. They saying, "I can't believe how Gen Z love to bash around the graphics, though. Like, oh, the graphics is important of everything, but it's mostly like the quality in gameplay, bro. It's about the gameplay and enjoyment. That's it, and good story. Obviously you don't like the older classic games from the PS2 era or the PS3 era or the PS1 because it don't suit you. You rather fit with the modern era where graphics gotta be everything but not the quality of game. And
yeah,
if particular Eastern, Japan always has some games that have quality. But you got some of them have bugs, but at least some of them have like good quality. But every single every single time people crying about, oh, I didn't do that one quality. Oh, we do that one quality. Oh, it's just bypass 1990 2000. Nobody want to live in early 90 2000. We don't have the same gameplay. When it comes to Eastern, they do the different gameplay. They do the original gameplay and the modern gameplay, and these people have no argument, no damn argument, no logic. They will be corporate slave to every company, and, and it shows how many times they fail. Especially
yeah.
what is it? Especially now, everybody's getting butted over Starfield from Game Awards. Why everybody crying about Starfield and Game Awards? And they basically been bashing it since launch, and the whole fans crying about Star Wars. I mean Starfield.
Yeah, it's weird, I
Okay,
think
I
also.
like to go different. Starfield. Every niggas crying about Starfield. Always for one Game Award. Starfield ain't no Game Award, bro. It's horrible. You're telling me
Yeah,
the game like sell in a good way? Show me how the game good. Show me how everything the game good. And you see majority of audience telling you it's bad.
no, it's true,
So
it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Bethesda's No Man's Sky basically,
Yeah,
and it kind of launched the same way.
Exactly.
Disappointing.
Bethesda. Yeah.
but yeah, it's just that people, they get hype. I mean, like,
Fuck
I get,
Bethesda.
I guess the thing, yeah, fuck Bethesda. But, like, I just think that people don't realize that, like, the majority is always going to want to go with the flow no matter what it is, because they don't want to stir the pot, right? Like,
It's
Exactly.
if you
easier
like,
too.
people don't want to, like, be the person to say, I don't like this, or I don't like this type of music, for example. Or I've used this example before where, like, you'll have bad music get really popular and people are listening to it, dancing to it, partying to it. And the irony is that, like, they don't really like it. It's almost, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they were
They're
told
they're, they're conditioned to like
to
it.
like it through social proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
To
and yeah, through social proof. All the people in the club are listening to this song,
So
so it
by
must be
default, it
good.
must be. Yeah.
Then the songs end up winning awards. They end up, being in music award shows and stuff like that. And people are like, it's like a commitment to a lie. It's like everyone has convinced themselves through mental gymnastics that this must be good, because they don't want to be an outlier and say, well, I don't like this type of music. I
Yep.
don't like this song. I don't think this artist is very good. And
Yeah.
that's the
They're
kind of
too they're
people
too afraid to go against the grain.
and that's the
exactly.
kind of people we're dealing with now with gaming, where you
Exactly.
have people, they're like saying these things are good because they see what's going on, they see the truth, but they don't want to accept it, because that means that, like, they're going to be the person who's going to miss out or not be part of, like, the conversation and things like that. And it's such a,
Mhm.
it's so shallow, but it's incredible how dangerous that is when you have millions of people doing it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's almost like peer pressure, where it's like if you go against it, then you have to deal with whatever comes your way, like a bunch of people getting at you for not liking the new thing or whatever. And then it's like, oh, well, you just don't like something new. You're living in the past, or whatever bullshit excuse they try to make to label you as. When it's like
Mhm.
all you're saying
I
is,
spoke
I
and all
see
that.
what you don't see, and if you don't see it, that's your fault. That's your problem because it's clear as day what's going on, what all these companies are doing, and why. When you mention when people mention ESG, the same idiots don't want to look it up. They want to, oh, what does this have to do with anything? Oh, cry about it, cry more. Oh, you just want to jerk off the porn or whatever bullshit excuse, or telling people to touch grass or some shit because they have no actual argument to what you're saying. So when you
Exactly.
Yeah.
try to
I
explain
get
to
that
them,
all the time.
yeah, so like when you try to explain, like, all right, this new Marvel X-Men reboot is gonna be some feminist woke trash sponsored by ESG with a bunch of people with the same political views, because
Yeah,
you know damn well you're not gonna see a Gina Carano in there or anyone like that,
Somebody
because
who's
exactly.
actually
that's how
qualified
Hollywood
to
works.
who's qualified to actually play a superhero,
Yep.
who's an
Oh yeah.
actual strong female in real
Yeah.
life, you know? So it's
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah. So like we already know what it's going to be, but you got a bunch of people who are going to tell you otherwise because they're programmed to think that way, and they don't want to break free from that program because they're conditioned to think that way because they don't want to process what's going on. They just want to
Yeah,
consume and not ask any questions, but they'll ask you or me or any of us questions on why we don't like such and such thing.
yeah. And also, guys, let me tell you this. I'm glad Game wouldn't make a response video. Some of the GTA fanboys attack Game Woody from the comment section. I would say no, trying to say, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, trying to flame him. And also Game Woody is watching. I seen your video, bro. Tell me, Game Money. Tell tell him on his opinion. What would he say? What were you saying on your video? Because you're legit saying the truth about Rockstar, and they don't know anything. You can type it in the comment section what you've been saying to the fanboys. Or here's this. They just reset it so they like everyone else like.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it
That-
is, you know? No, it's you guys are right in that regard. It's what it is. They just tell you like they rely on influencers, whether it be, and when I say influencers, I don't mean like social media. I mean like even like the news, even like Hollywood, like
A
They
bunch of
any
do
kind.
shills.
everything.
It does shills. They're gonna
Yep.
tell you. They tell you what to like. They tell you what's good, what's the new thing, why you should be supporting
Excited.
this, which political side of whatever wars or whatever is the correct side, what you should think, what you should condemn. And a lot of times people like they end up at a crossroads where their instincts are telling them that something is wrong, but the
Exactly.
news and TV are
That's
telling them
that's
another story,
being
and they end up being conflicted in that regard.
Yeah,
So
that's that's how normal human beings go. They can think that way. If they got different opinion, let them be. And what they do, they treat you like us, saying that, oh, it's just like maybe a virgin, or they use some horrible argument like red pill, blue pill. Well, I'll another time.
And
Or
one
maybe
more thing I want to say though, because you just made a good point on Reborn, is that people love to throw out, oh, you're a, how you guys were saying, oh, you're a incel, you're a corporate slave. I mean, not a corporate slave, you're incel, you're a
red
touch
pill.
grass, red pill, touch grass. But people don't realize the irony is that they're on the internet, on X, on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, making these comments. They are on the internet themselves. If you're on the internet, you do not know what somebody's life is like when they're not online. There's times where I'm in the gym and I'll write a comment while I'm like resting between my sets. Or there's times where I'm actually training mixed martial arts, and I'm like, I'll gaze at my phone and respond to a comment. People don't know what you actually do in your life. And when people make those comments, they don't realize how hypocritical it is and how easy it is to flip it on them. Because
Exactly, bro.
you could say, oh, why you
People
care
act
so
like
much
they're
about this?
Charles Xavier all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like, why are you complaining about this? That you sound hurt. Why you got no life complaining? And like, I'm thinking, well, you have no life then by your own logic, because you're not even complaining about the issue. You're getting mad at one person who's talking about it. So you're
Yeah.
even lower than the people you're trying to mock. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of this stuff is just like, it's sad. I hate to say it because it sounds very like aggressive to say, but I think that like society has become just so cowardly. Like we have evolved into such a cowardly society where people feel comfortable, saying all these things on the internet, projecting their own insecurities. Half these people are miserable. Like
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
imagine
like
being
cowardice is the way of
So
life for these
okay.
people.
Oh yeah, let me.
imagine being so miserable though that somebody not liking a thing that you like drives you to the point where you want to personally attack them, dox them, harass them, all these things just because they don't agree with what the agree with your point of view on something, or
Yeah,
inversely, right?
they get
Like
body. And also,
imagine saying you like sexy women and people are fighting with you over a biological truth when half of these people are hypocrites. When if a woman is
exactly,
when if
same
a
go
woman
by, transgender and gay, where people are allowed to talk about transgender. There is there
yeah.
there is nothing you can't escape the history. It's
But
just
what sounds more delusional? Somebody saying that they like attractive women and they want to see them in their entertainment that's supposed to be escapism, or calling somebody a porn freak or whatever just because they don't want to see ugly, blockheaded, masculine women in the
attract,
game. Like,
Mhm.
attractive women from escapism.
yeah,
Real quick, Game of Wardy, he is absolutely right with his recent comment he just posted.
Yeah,
A lot of people will easily be fooled by the trailer of GTA 6
hmm
and completely ignore that there's a very, very good possibility that an agenda will be in that game.
oh
yeah,
yeah, for
More than
sure.
likely it will be. Yeah, because
uh,
me and Jim Pottia talked about it too,
ex-
where they'll probably do that because they have a track record and they can end up being no different than any other company. So people think like, oh, it's Rockstar. They're surely they won't do this. I mean, I'm look at how many companies, Insomniac, for example, they're doing
yeah,
a ton of Marvel games now from the
DCU.
leaks, and even Rocksteady with the DC and
Yeah,
Suicide
Suicide
Squad
Squad.
and all that.
Yeah, the
All
Sushi
these
Squad.
companies have fallen. Yeah, all these companies have fallen off, and Rockstar could end up being no different. In fact, they will be no different because say
Yeah,
GTA 6 is not woke, which would be like great, of course, but I'm betting it probably will be because if anything, I'll
Yeah,
be shocked if it's
exactly.
not. I'll be shocked
Whole
if it's not
women,
woke.
bro. Whole damn women. Just like in Sonic. Whole damn women, no man.
Yeah,
And the funny thing, if you take a look at in 90s, early 2000, they got men and women. But now they these people, I would say, rainbow flags, they always screech about everything. Oh, it's always gotta be both side gender. Just push one. And then look what happened. We have this to like top discuss. And
and then,
also,
I hate that they try to make it seem like LGBT is like a marginalized group of people when how many years have gone by where it's like everything is promoting LGBT. There's a month dedicated to it. They got a parade. It's in films, movies,
yeah,
everything. There's people who look on Twitter, Facebook, or wherever for celebrities or whoever that said a gay joke like decades ago or a decade ago, and they're trying to resurface old posts and shit like that to ruin their careers over a joke about gays. And it's like
Oh no.
it's
exactly.
crazy. And the same with Hollywood, where you're seeing like everything has to be some type of agenda, and then
Yeah.
it's insane
What?
how many people just ignore it or pretend it doesn't exist.
yeah.
Exactly. And let me say this. Game more people respond. People pretending like GTA 5 might not be well. Those seeing a few chicks turking on the car, that's probably not even women. Knowing the gender being pushed nowadays.
But honestly, bro, like think honestly, if you really analyze that trailer like I did with Revenant in his video, you
Yeah.
can actually see that there's already red flags. Like
Exactly.
if
I
you
see
have
already.
if you have any kind of like sense of like talking about social dynamics between men and women, you would realize, not you, I'm not talking about you specifically, but people would realize that there's a lot of red flags in that trailer. Like for example, notice that Jason said nothing in the trailer. His name's Jason, right? From what
Exactly.
he barely said anything.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
him.
It seems like Lucia is the dominant person in the
Exactly.
relationship.
We know
She's
this.
she's the one leading the charge. And again, if you're gonna tell me that's not feminist, already like subtle hints at the game being having feminist agendas, then you're deluding yourself. Even in the female prison, the social worker, what was she? The social worker that
Black,
was talking to
fat
Lucia.
and black.
Fat,
Bro,
black. Not that there's anything wrong with black characters, but I'm talking about within context of this agenda, right?
Yeah,
ex-
And it's
Like
the
it's
you
a
have
same,
repeating
and it's the
pattern.
same frame over and over again.
exactly
Hmm.
a
exactly, bro.
large black feminist, a large black social worker
Yep.
who's in that position. Then you have the scenes where they're robbing the grocery store. Lucia's leading the charge. Hell,
Ex-
even the line that she gave Jason about, oh, do you trust me or whatever, those kind of lines are typical of like male characters in those kind of games and movies. So even that is subversion where they're flipping it on his head. So
exactly.
people are fooled. And again, even like the twerking on the car, don't get me wrong, like I'm a man, I find women attractive. Like, hey, if they want to put women with like, breast and thick ass and all of that in the game, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
but here's the thing though. We have to understand that it's also talking about that OnlyFans TikTok culture, which is inherently
Destroying that
third
gen.
third wave. It's inherently third wave feminism. This culture of OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram models, all that stuff is actually, it seems on the surface, it seems like, oh yeah, thick women posting pictures, oh, beautiful women doing whatever. But on the deeper end of it, it's extremely damaging toward men, right? Like
Exactly, bro.
people don't. I feel like a lot of people who are saying that it's not woke because there's some women in it twerking don't realize how deep the societal issues that we have right now are,
Exactly.
and how things like OnlyFans, Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
the constant easy access to dopamine and instant gratification, and on the female end of things, like
Rap music.
back in the day, our grandfathers were like, that were good, they were stable guys, they had no trouble finding women. But now where women can go online, post a picture, and have 200 men in their inbox within an hour,
Crazy.
it lowers the
Don't
value of how they see men, and it gives them a false sense of value, because all these guys are giving them this like easy attention. It's so much deeper than than
yeah,
what uh what people are ready and willing to admit.
Isn't there
So,
like a high
exactly.
percentage of divorce rates currently?
Yeah,
but
Something
exactly.
like that.
Mhm.
But
yeah,
by the way,
women,
gaming
women
Yeah.
initiate.
Yeah.
just had a few soy boys in my comments trying to tell me that I was in my as I hate Rockstar. Oh boy, see
They
that
were getting at me on one of his Game Awards video when I had mentioned that the probably will be woke because the shit they were doing with Red Dead Redemption
I
2
see
with
people
state
trying to
people
come
were
at
like
me too, bro.
getting at me. I'm like,
You are
what the fuck?
trying to
Like,
say Definite. You don't know what you're talking about.
oh, well, it's a good game or whatever. I never said it was a bad game. I'm just saying that's what it had. It promoted form of feminism with Sadie. And I give him
Exactly.
examples like, oh, what does it matter? She's a gunslinger. She's with the gang and whatever. So what does it matter? How is it woke? I'm like, the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
female gunslinger survives and is all of a sudden becomes important towards the end, helping Arthur and John Marston uh, in their parts. And then Charles, the half black, half Native American, also somehow survives and becomes just equally as important as Sadie towards the end.
yeah.
Not that
I
they all
mean,
weren't important before then, but it's like you think about the characters that survived and didn't survive, and it's those two.
well,
That's not a
the worst thing about Sadie is that she's such a blatant example of a Mary Sue.
oh
Like,
yeah.
and I like Red Dead Redemption 2, and I like, this goes back to what I was saying before about how you can like something, but you shouldn't turn your brain off and not be willing to criticize it, right?
Yeah,
Because like, I like the game, but it doesn't change the fact that Sadie is one of the worst, most egregious examples of a Mary Sue in a video game I've ever seen in my life. And
true.
like, and like the funny thing is that Sadie gets saved early on in the game when she's with her husband. I mean, everyone who's played knows that part.
Yeah.
And then once she joins them, every time there's a moment where you have to save Sadie, when you get close to her, she actually saves herself. She'll kill the enemies, and then she'll like, and then Arthur will make a remark like, "Oh, you really like killed them? Oh man, yeah, that's you crazy girl," whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where like she'll actually be like, it'll be like a position like somebody's attacking her, they're like grappling with her, and when you run to go help her. And you can all test this out. Anyone watching could check this for themselves if they play through the game again. As soon as you get close, she'll like do some crazy badass move to kill the enemies that are attacking her, and then she'll like basically say like, "Oh, I don't need your help, Arthur." Or Arthur will say like, will give her some kind of praise, right?
Hmm.
So to me, that's clear, like blatant, like feminist writing, in a
Yeah,
nutshell.
that's
It's
true.
Oh
it's
Also,
bullshit.
it's one thing. It's one thing that like it's one thing not to have her be capable, but when you can't even like even the other male characters in the game that are actually like better established, like Marston and Dutch and even Micah, you end up helping them throughout the game and saving them from danger. But over the course of the game, you'll notice that you'll never truly save Sadie, and Sadie always ends up saving your character. So
that's true. Yo, guys, by the way, um, check out Game Worthy videos and the one he talked about the hype. Listen to this comment. Listen what these shows saying. He's just hate Rockstar GTA or other people who like what they like or just his life in general, probably lol. And Game Worthy saying, "Are you being serious with that question?" And he said to respond, "Did you ever hear me say I hate GTA?" Also, even though I commented where I say, I agree, yeah. I'm kind of getting tired of defenders always lose their man and do.
Oh, what happened there?
Your
maybe
volume
his
cut out. Something
yeah
happened.
I
yeah
honestly don't know at this point, man. These companies are just going, seems to just want to just destroy their own businesses at this point.
I agree. They
Yep.
want to sabotage themselves, man.
And they
Because,
know they
like,
can because there's always something to save them.
Yeah,
oh, and
that's
I've got
the
this
issue.
feeling like it's to like drop the value of all of these companies so some other big fish company can come in and buy them at a cheaper price.
Yeah, I think that's an
That's what I would do if
inevitability.
I wanted to buy somebody out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think that might be. I actually had this theory a while back. I'm glad you mentioned that. I had this tinfoil hat time, but I mean, not really that much because you see how things are. But the point is, you see these people. I think that like BlackRock is trying to lower the value, like you said, of all these companies by pushing all this ESG stuff, right? Then once it gets low
Hmm.
enough, BlackRock will actually be able to purchase larger shares in the company and own the have a more majority ownership of them. And then now will be able to monopolize them, which will allow them to put even more inject even more propaganda, politics, or whatever, and basically be like what's the word on damn, I can't think of the word. Why is it evading me? Basically, no one will be able to stop them. Uncontested.
Hmm.
They'll be able to do that. So I
I
think
hope
that's one
that
of
ain't
it.
the case, because if they buy Disney, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, I think Disney's already in big trouble now. Honestly,
Yeah, they've been in
Hmm.
trouble for a while.
I think what we
I
really
think
have
it's
to do.
inevitable it'll catch up to them.
I think like what the real answer is supporting. Like, all right, I'm gonna use Eric July as an example again because even though I don't like Isom that much, if you look at what happened, he made millions of dollars. People tried to stop him at every turn, try to defame his character. They tried to bash the books, even though I don't like them personally, but whatever. Like try to like antagonize him any way that they could. They tried to do a fake ass lawsuit. They tried all these things to try
Oh,
to get him to silence him, to try to like bully him out of the industry, but they couldn't do anything about it. And now that he made those first couple of millions, he can continue making non-propaganda products and there's nothing that they can do to stop him. So I think that what we have to do is support the indie creators and understand that the quality of an indie creator isn't going to be the same as a AAA company, but at the same
yeah.
time, over time, they'll be able to amass a budget where they could give us the AAA products that we want, but without the agenda and all the corporate, overly commercialized, overly corporatized products where they're
Shenanigans.
shenanigans that lead to things like ESG stuff, identity politics, right? Because I'll
Hmm.
give you an example. I'm a creator, right? I create animation. I do like all kinds of things. I'm doing it with no budget. So if I can make a decent amount of money, let's say on one of my creations, I can refunnel that back into the product and hire more artists, hire more writers, hire more animators, whatever, and increase the
True.
quality. But
Yeah,
because my mindset is not playing ball with the things that they want to do with ESG and corporate BS, it would be a safer, uncompromised product that people can enjoy and actually appreciate escapism. But the problem is that people only see legitimacy if they see the name Marvel, DC, um, whatever, whatever a video game, Metal Gear or Konami or whatever name that they see. If they don't see that big brand, they're not going to want to support it. And I think that as consumers, if we hold ourselves responsible and accountable, we can actually take over the industry
yeah,
and phase out all that woke crap. But will most people do
think
that?
that's probably gonna have to be the case, but it will take a while for that to happen now.
I
exactly.
agree. I agree.
Like,
Right now, what is it
like
that that the
it
outrage
may even
journalists
take
trying
a
to cancel things?
generation.
What was
Yeah,
that, Spirit? Hold on. What did you say, Spirit?
wait,
It might even take a generation when it comes down to doing that, but like 20 years.
I agree with you. Sadly, I really agree with you, man.
true. That's true. Because right now, was it they piece to outrage journalists, and they're hiring people that does journalism, but but they don't care about game. They don't care about quality games or good story. It's a lot. It's a lack of. It's about full on political stuff and sending messages. Is in movies, everything. And look how many artists talk about Doctor Who, and also Spirit and I know about UK because UK got some very very strict for laws, and it's full on Democrats, and there is no presidents around our state
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's nothing. It's nothing with no president. It's prime ministers. Even
Yeah.
will tell you about it. How bad the prime minister right now running, and it's very terrible for a whole
Truth be
majority of people.
told, we haven't had a good prime minister in over 10 years.
That's true.
So what is the purpose of the queen then? I know like the queen's just a figurehead, right?
It, that's
Yeah.
that's true. That's actually true. And the fact like Airbnb rights point, and also even guys, let's be honest. Even I'm not gonna mention this dude name, but you remember how this dude tried to cancel me? I think Reverend Remnant know it because he talked about it in his live stream.
Crazy Eyes.
You remember that guy? I'm not gonna mention. Remember that guy trying to like expose me on this live stream? Remember?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
You mean
Crazy Eyes.
the Arabian prostitute? I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but which is black, Mr. Mensai. He's not Meridian. But
I know.
uh,
It's just because I'm making fun of the name. I know you don't
yeah,
want to say the
exactly.
name, but the name sounds
Oh,
Arabian.
no.
That's why I said
Oh,
that.
I know.
Exactly,
No, no, it's
exactly,
all good.
exactly.
the beta simp.
Yeah, exactly. Reverend, tell Spirit what he say about me, because it's kind of hilarious.
Which part exactly?
You know what I talked about in Discord, trying to like explain to people about the situation with
Oh,
Ham.
he was claiming that Reborn was doxing him when all he did was showed a screenshot of a public conversation on a public Discord server. Mind you, the server in which they were talking was titled something about politics, like general politics. And he's claiming that, oh, he doxed me or whatever. On the same live stream, he's showing his Discord and also opened up a group chat with the people and their names on there. So by his own logic, he's doxing himself and other people on his Discord, which
Yeah.
makes no sense because you're not doxing anyone by showing a conversation. Because doxing means you're gonna first of all you'll show the person's address, phone number, their face, their actual name, and all that, which was not.
Come
the
on,
case.
do you expect much from a desert streetwalker? Come on. What do you really think?
He has the nerve to call like, "Oh, Reborn is this guy is dumb" or whatever, and I'm like, you're saying this while claiming that he doxed you when you just clearly don't know what doxing is.
Spirit, you know when you look at somebody and you can see that there's something missing in their eyes, like something's just not there.
Yeah.
Like that.
Looking at a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what like that. But like Revenant showed me that, and I was looking at it, and I was like, wow, this guy. I even told him like this guy has like those like crazy eyes, where like he's just gone. Like the guy, like 40% of his consciousness is just not there. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. And also, Miss Minzai, I ain't disrespect nobody. I just firstly say my opinion. And even Revenant say it to you. Like Reverend, what did I say to this woman? I ain't disrespect her.
Well, you said in regards to the war with Israel and Palestine that they should stop fighting, and that war basically that war is pointless in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
moment in the situation, and you were responding to a video that person, I believe that person even posted on that Discord, uh, involving the war that's going on. So it's like Reborn just randomly, just like, hey, we got to stop the war. Hey, the war got to stop or whatever. He was responding to something that someone posted in regards to the war that was going on, and he's like, oh, we don't need comments like that here. Or some dumb shit. It's like he's saying stop the war. There should be no war. So what? You want him to say like, yeah, let them keep killing each other or something?
I,
yeah. I
and
agree.
Miss Minzai, and let me tell you this: it's basically I'm not being disrespect. A black woman, she got mad at me for what is it for a personal opinion, but nobody around the disco didn't get offended. Only her. And next minute, what she banned me, and the fact like they trying to say that, oh, he banned like, he banned himself. No, she's one banned me. Reverend Renner, you see how she started it. Tell her what to say about me. Mm.
I don't remember word for word, but basically, like, she's like, talking shit about you and all that, and it's like keep going on and on about it, and it's like, oh, I had to put him on timeout or some shit, or ban him or whatever, suspend him for whatever, and I'm like, he didn't say anything disrespectful at all. Not like he like called her a bitch or anything like that.
Yeah. You know what I
So
think it is
and it's
though?
weird because like, oh, I saw on his channel he posted the screenshot or whatever. So you're stalking this man that you're claiming is not important and all that,
Yeah,
but
calling him
then
a loser and stuff, but you're stalking
yeah,
him.
yeah, sending
Yeah,
screenshots of his community posts and shit.
uh,
That's why these
There
people are weird. Like
are some
exactly.
genuine
fucking
Guys,
weirdos out
weirdos.
there.
and guys, because the
Hold
thing
on,
is,
Spirit. What did you say? I didn't hear
Like,
you.
like there are some genuine weirdos out there who just really can't take opposing opinions, man. Like,
exactly,
man,
exactly, exactly, bro.
yeah, I do.
Because spirit, because all this guy is saying to me, one of the guys saying, oh, he's just hiding around his profile. He can't even show his face
Mhm.
around YouTube. At least Geek to show his face cam. Even Revenant hear it too. And these two hit like seeing it. But bro,
Yeah.
they don't need to show their face cam to just make a video
But
about
you know what's a weird controversial opinion that people don't really like seem to get is that, and I don't know why people don't understand it because it seems pretty basic to me. Like regardless of what side of whatever political conflict that we as like that's taking place in other countries, I
yeah,
think that the best stance to have is the one that is going to protect your country the most, right? Or like you have to be for your own people, because like in the UK there's so many problems in the streets of UK, the infrastructure. The US has so many problems, like, with like poverty, like all kinds of problems here and in the UK as
exactly.
well. And it's like, who's going to bail us out? Why are we sending all this money to these other countries that are engaged in conflicts that have nothing to do with us? And I don't know
Yeah,
why. I don't know why it's controversial to say that they shouldn't be fighting at all. And if they want to fight, that's on their prerogative. That's them. That should not reflect. That should not. The American taxpayers or the UK taxpayers shouldn't have to suffer because other people want to blow each other up.
exactly.
I don't understand why that's a controversial take to say we should not get involved. Like
Exactly.
there's a difference
Like
between when something is clear cut wrong, where like, all
exactly.
right, and then there's a difference between when something's an actual like issue where, all right, these people are like just for no reason Just this insane aggressive attack from one side to the other, right? But there's another difference between two people have different political, religious, or social positions, and neither side can be entirely proven correct, because especially when we're ourselves not directly engaged in the culture and conflict that's going on. So it makes no sense to say I stand for this, I stand for that, when you don't even know the real dynamics of what's going on, right? So
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say like I take either side, because I don't. I think that I agree with
They
I agree
he's
with Reborn where they shouldn't fight.
Spirit, Reverend Jimpachi, and also Game Woody. Even though it's like the Nick situation with COD, saying that they should leave kids alone. There is no controversial at all.
But also it's just the idea that all right, we don't like I said, I don't take either side. I think that really we shouldn't be. I feel like that they should stop fighting. I feel like it's a senseless war, right? But I'm not gonna go too much into that. But if
Exactly,
you
bro.
compare an American, if you compare Islam in America versus Islam in the Middle East, you're
Yeah,
dealing with two entirely different beasts.
yeah,
It's entirely different. The culture, the politics, the things that are going on are they have nothing to do with us. So,
exactly, bro.
you hear people in this country where they'll say oh, I stand for this, I stand for that, or whatever. But your perspective as a person that's protected, especially when it's a woman, when it's a female Muslim, female whatever in the US, and you're saying that I feel this way about it. You're protected by Western culture. Western laws protect you. People don't understand that. And I find it so funny. It's not even with Islam. It's even things like going to look at North Korea or China with freedom of speech. You have freedom of speech in this country. So you're allowed to say certain things. If you go to
Exactly,
if
bro.
you go to China or North Korea and say certain things, you'll be executed or thrown in prison. Just that perspective alone of you being an American or being protected by Western society completely almost negates your perspective on it, because it's easy to say oh, I'm against the it's easy to say, oh, why do the Chinese people do this? They're all the people of China are doing this, whatever. But you got to remember, the people of China are legitimately in danger of being thrown in prison or executed or worse if they
That's
say
true.
certain things. So how can you fault the people of China or the people of Russia and blame them? You can, and you know what I'm saying? Our
Yeah,
position as in Western society totally gives us a different look on
yeah.
a different angle on what's going on that I don't feel is a strong enough angle to really have an opinion to say, all right, we should engage in this conflict. We should say these are the bad guys. We should say these are the good guys. I'm not saying that. I'm not taking either side, by the way. I'm not saying I support any of the groups, for the record. I'm just saying that we have to really think about what it's costing us and who's gonna bail us out when we're out of money and then we're the next target. You know?
Yeah,
So
that's true. And also, even though guys, even though we're from the UK and you're from the US, because what's the point? Even though it's got nothing to do with our business and the fact Germany, whatever,
Yo,
considering
guys.
China go against France and they want to join in, what's the point? We have to interfere. It's between them two. It,
Yo.
yeah.
Um.
if they want to solve it, let them solve it. It can't be just ruining.
What was
Yo,
that,
guys.
Spirit?
My phone is about to die. I'm on 4% battery right now.
All
Oh
right.
I've got
no.
to recharge.
Oh,
But
sorry about Mr. Messiah.
when's the next one? I'll gladly come on for the next podcast
Yeah, yeah.
if you
Next
guys
week.
are about.
Yeah, I'll let you know because
Oh,
it's
okay.
good. It's good to have you here, bro. At least
Uh,
you speak truth
yeah,
on this
man.
point. And Jimpachi,
Yeah, but it's good to see I got people that I actually got things that I could agree with on. 'Cause I don't really
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
this stuff with other people, man. But yeah,
yeah,
I
because
appreciate that.
nowadays they're
Yeah.
sensitive. Even though, what
Mhm.
is it? Personally, when it comes to people, even though we like people, some of them might agree, but you got some of other ones might disagree with you that bad, bro.
I
Because
know,
Yeah.
man.
they rather support what's ethnic
Anyway, guys, I
cooperation.
gotta go for now. But you guys all have a good night and take care for now. Yeah.
Yeah,
You too,
You
man.
too.
you too, you
Take it
too,
easy.
you too. Spirit of Paradox. Great to see you. Yeah, yeah. At least we got I mean new people join. But if game mode want to like join, feel welcome. We right have this real bad boy into the building. A real nigga.
Well, I think earlier he wrote that he was listening while at work, so he may still be at work or something.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying if you're not joining to like have a discussion with us in
Yeah,
podcast,
no, yeah, it'd be
I'm
cool to have one,
happy
definitely.
because he's. I will say this because we got
Another real
hear
one.
his takes, bro. Because his takes are great.
Yeah, he don't hold back. I like that.
Yeah. If they want to fight, like you said, if they want to fight, let them fight. That's
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
the
exactly,
point.
bro.
The point is that American the whole point I'm trying to make is that American and UK citizens are not informed enough because we don't live in those countries. We don't know what the day to day like is there. We have only a position that we take because that we can see through like what the media tells us and what we're seeing on social media, which could be skewed either way. So why
and it
should we
usually
like?
is.
And it is. So it's not saying that one side is better than the other or one side is bad. I'm sure that in some cases there might be a side that's completely in the wrong. But I feel like as Americans and Westerners, we're not in a position to really make real judgment calls on that. And the
Yeah,
government,
so
the
we
gov,
really have like no real incentive to like
Bro.
engage
yeah,
in something that
and
we don't fully understand, and honestly, it's
exactly.
just gonna drag us into a deeper hole than we already are
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, we don't fully understand it. And the government is going to want to do it. The thing is that the government could tell us that we want to protect certain people, but in the end of the day, we really know the government's going to do what they want to do. And they're trying to
Line their pockets.
they're trying to gaslight us into being okay with it
Exactly,
while
exactly.
while they
They
line
trying to
their,
gaslight a whole people, bro.
while
I
they
know what
line up,
they're doing.
while they line their pockets. Like you said,
Yeah,
Revenant.
and
And
also like, what is it? Even though, even though we're not in both side parties, but the one thing I agree with Charlie Kirk, he's saying that why we have a lot of Democrats trying to like run the streets and all that, and they trying to like treat people badly, and they claim that, oh, there's no diversity. We're into like 15,000, 14,000, but we're not. But they're the one trying to push it around against majority diverse people,
yeah,
and
but like,
it's a lie. It's gaslighting. We
but
see it.
but my whole point that I wanted to
Yeah,
mention, because I have a point with all this. My whole point is that in the end of the day, the government is going to do what they want to do because of whatever tactical position they have. They might say, all right, these people have a certain resource we want, or these people have airstrip landing zones we need to land on, or there's people that are paying, lobbying with the government to and giving them money, so they don't want to lose that. They have to help fight with their interest, right? So let's say the interest is Israel, then they're going to help Israel. If the interest in this during the Cold War, their interests were with the Taliban. America funded the Taliban during the Cold War. So it's like
yeah,
whoever their interests align in, they're going to justify going into conflict. Think about this as citizens. Have you ever voted on a war? Have you ever got to choose whether you wanted to go to war or not with another country? The answer is no. The government does what they want to do, and then they try to convince the American people of why they should do it. You get
yeah.
me?
That's true.
So
Exactly.
so my whole point with this is that yeah, there might be a side that's wrong or right, but as
Exactly,
citizens,
bro.
we're not informed enough. And if you're a Muslim, you're gonna see Muslim stuff that's gonna say the other guys are bad guys. If you see Israel stuff, they're gonna say that the Muslims are the bad guys. You're always gonna have like each side is gonna try to skew things
But
in their favor. We don't know what the real truth is. We really don't. So in the end of the day, why am I going to say, all right, well, this side is, yeah, I'm support this side, I support that side. Well, really, we're throwing away our tax money that we work for, that we work for, we kill ourselves for, living in terrible conditions in the U.S. where people are like your average person barely has enough to get by,
exactly, bro.
and we're going to pay tax money so that we can give it to another country to fund a war that we have no real interest in, that has nothing to do with us, that we don't even understand. And the only people that understand it and understand what they're doing is the government, and the government doesn't even tell us the truth. So why
Exactly.
should people be going crazy trying to say, I support this, I support that? It's lunacy.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
literally it's literally insanity. Of course, I don't want any civilian or innocent person to suffer. No innocent
Yeah,
person should suffer. But
yeah.
in the
But
end of the day, like we don't know. We don't really know what the hell's going
exact,
on. If you
exactly.
if you go on YouTube or TikTok right now, if you go hey King Turk, if you go on TikTok or Instagram or
TikTok
YouTube,
is horrible.
but
Yeah, Yeah,
any site and
speak,
any
speak.
site. And
Yeah,
but listen. Any site that you go on, if you write why is Russia the bad? Russians are the bad guys. You search it, you're gonna find out why Russians are the bad guys. If you write Ukraine was in the wrong the whole time, you're gonna find a thing that says Ukraine was in the wrong the whole
yeah,
time.
yeah.
If you
Oh,
look up, if you're a Muslim, and you look up, oh, while Israel is these bad guys or whatever, you're gonna find videos and people on with their phone videos about how it's all a lie, this and that. If you search up the opposite end, you're gonna find people saying, "Oh, yeah, these guys are lying. Here's why. Here's the proof." Like, where is the truth? You know what I mean? Where are you gonna find the real truth at? You're not, unless you live in those countries. And
that's
even then, you're a citizen, so you're at the mercy. The people in those in the Middle East are at the mercy of their government just as much as we are. So, in the end of the day, like we just have to stop pretending that we're gonna pick a side and pretend that it's nothing more than just political and financial gain. It was never about being a humanitarian. Sorry about that rant.
nah. I'm asking Game Money. He can easily put his username. To sign in stream like in Streamyard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's easy because even Remnant do it. All you have to do is sign in Google, and then add his username, and then it automatically work. Then you can join.
I
I
like how you said even Revenant did it. Like,
I can send the link.
I'm not
Then
that retarded.
even it's so easy. Even a Revenant could do it.
yeah, but don't disrespect me. At least you know
No,
what's
I know, I know.
I'm
yeah.
joking. I'm just joking. He
I
knows
know, I
I'm
know, I know.
joking.
Messing,
Yeah,
messing.
I
And
didn't
then
take it that way.
yeah. Then he can like at least join, and he can say whatever what he wants to see. Because I'm not stopping him because it's his choice. But he do some valid points though.
No, he does. I'm just playing with. I'm just playing around. He knows I'm joking.
Yeah, because
Revenant got valid points, bro.
yeah,
He's the man.
but obviously at least
Always.
you're like a savior. Because now since my favorite beloved music artist passed away, even though he tried to get some good points, like even I show it to Revenant. Revenant, remember I show you that interview, you know,
Ugh.
remember that interview
Huh?
Revenant I sent to you, that music artist? Remember it?
Doja Cat?
No, not Doja Cat, X, Triple X. Remember?
Oh.
Doja Cat used to be thick, bro. I don't know what happened to her.
I know, but even
She's
let's be
Doja
honest,
Thin.
Yeah, her booty went from Doja Fat to Doja Thin.
I know
No. Better.
Doja
From
Flat.
from Doja Fat to Doja Flat.
Yeah.
that's true, that's true. Yeah, that's
So,
true.
all that Satan blood.
Yeah, I don't
Obviously,
know.
see, cause guys, let's be honest. Even though she got a good point where it shows how society is, and also you seen how like the
But
the Gen Z modern weirdos crying, and even you promote propaganda. You're promoting like
yeah, like she's not
devil
innocent.
feminism.
She was promoting feminism, devil shit, all that. Like I don't even listen to like a lot of the modern like hip hop. I don't even listen to.
I know me too.
But
I stopped listening to it.
but
I
my point
started
with
listening
Doja
to rap.
Cat is like Doja Cat had no problem with the industry stuff when she was benefiting from it. You know what I'm saying? Like when she was benefiting, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna doing all those music videos, doing all these like
Mm,
these things." She had no problem doing every trend. But then all of a sudden, when she had money, she had a flip. She flipped the script, and now it's like, "Oh, the industry,
mm.
the the male gaze, the standards or whatever." It's like you were part of that. You were taking issue. You were taking part in that. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so
Also,
like I don't hate her or nothing. I
I know
don't dislike her.
you don't. I know you don't hate her. I know you guys don't hate her. At
Yeah,
least,
like she's fine. It's just that I don't
yeah.
like her. I don't like the devil worship. I'm indifferent. Yeah, I don't like the devil worship stuff. I don't like the
I
stuff
know.
that I don't like the messages she puts out. The only thing I thought was when she first started, I thought she was attractive. That was about
Ex-
it.
exactly, because the fact like let me tell you one thing where to speak of, because the fact like she's saying the first time where to state she wants to do something more different, but I think the music industry won't allow her, and that's how. You see how the way she is because she wants to be that type of person. Because hip hop rock culture don't like the generation where it is, and also at least Doja Cat try to show how these generation are like
I
TikTok and
guess.
these weirdo and these TikTok people. They're saying that they don't worship the devil, they don't support atheism, but the funny thing, really, they do. But the secret they do, but they don't want to like admit it. So they want to come off the goth people, like say like metalhead artists and all this type of stuff. They want to come after them, but meanwhile, they got like their tie suit and their rainbow hair color dyeing their hair
No,
and
I agree. It's just
yeah,
that
and
like
cry.
in
It's
the end of the day,
hypocrite.
she in
Yeah,
the end of the day she benefited from it. My
yeah,
point is that
exactly,
like,
bro.
and the
These
whole
people
thing,
hypocrite.
the whole thing about her saying that, like, for example, the whole thing of her saying like, oh, I can't, they don't want me to do this or whatever. Remember how she started? She didn't start being part of the industry. She was like making songs on her own. She was like
Exactly,
doing stuff on YouTube. Like that's how she got big in the first place. So
exactly.
if anything, if she really didn't want to do it, she didn't have to. The thing is that she wants to make the same amount of money that she would make being that from a record label that she does. She wants to make that same amount of money, but not have to play ball with what they want to do. So money to her
Exactly.
is worth more than her morals.
Yeah, true. And also, too, I was gonna say that point because the fact like they wanted to focus on this hip hop, this type of modern generation hip hop, but the 808s are trash. I can tell for the technology. The 808s trash. Nothing nowhere near to the early 90s, early 2000. And shout once again. Respect Game Woody where I tell the truth. They are trying to cancel Andre 300,000 with the Flute album. I
Oh,
got
really?
nothing. I got nothing against his flute. His flute album is actually wonderful. But thanks to this man standing up the truth, Game Woody, because at least saying that his flute album always made the kids go to sleep and all the time,
Hmm.
and they enjoying it. And personally, while listening to it, I kind of like it. No lie, it have a bit of the Silent Hill vibes, some of them, but at least his flute music's so great and it's healing too. So I don't know where those outraged journalists are one, and also Fantano too, because they want
Oh,
this. I want
Fontano, is that the one that was in GTA?
no Fantano, the music, you know,
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
critical guy,
okay.
and also the fact like even though Abby, in this current generation, and also Snapchat, Instagram, Abby liking, fart sex rapper. But she's so way worse. I don't listen to music, but when I see her trending, come on. Another another hood ratchet we gotta
I
do.
heard I heard somebody named Ice Spice,
Yeah.
and I'm
Oh,
like, people listen to
oh,
that. I'm like, that's sad, man. That people actually like that.
exactly, bro. And even Game and Woody talk. Have you seen how the colleges, if you take high school and everybody, you gotta look how the colleges and schools, what did you accept? Guess what they accept? For the sexy, like, sexy for the rapper, they accept her to go and perform in, what is it, hall, music, concept with a lot of college students and all this. But say like if it comes to like Chief Keef back in the was it early 19 2000, say let's go to school if they don't perform a music or type of celebration or type of stuff around high school, college, or everywhere, they automatically will kick a lot of men out because they're so well they're in the drill culture and all that type of stuff when it comes to women. Of course, yeah,
Yeah,
they get accepted. Even though I heard like bare people talk about how Cardi B get accepted from college, she can perform every music and all types of stuff with swear with and all that, but we cannot at least do the exact same. But that shows you how this generation are. They don't
yeah,
don't they don't respect like men, which is
yeah.
kind of shame, and it's kind of hypocrite how most of these toxic women get away with everything.
I agree. I just think that in the end of the day, we have to accept accountability for
Yeah,
ourselves. And once people start really accepting accountability for their own
yeah,
lives and have the bravery to stand up for things they believe in, I think things can change. But it has to be more than a few people. Just more people have to wake up.
yeah, exactly. People gotta wake up. And even though I see many YouTubers, like half of the majority of black YouTubers want to, like, tell they're getting tired of Hollywood nowadays.
Yeah, man. It's
I
true.
tell, I'm telling you, I'm glad these motherfuckers called them out. Like I said, they get they getting tired with those, them damn stereotypes.
As a
But
black YouTuber myself, I'm tired of the stereotypes as well.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm not black.
yeah, yeah, you do funny skits. Also, Revenant, guys, have you heard about this YouTuber? Even though I dislike him, he's called Kai Sennett, one of the
No.
worst YouTubers ever.
Who?
I'd be
Kai
right back,
Sennett,
guys.
All right.
and also Neon. I show Revenant Neon, and that's how companies like support those type of people. Neon, and also what is it? This TikTok guy. What? Yeah, I forgot his name. But I show Jim Patrick. I show Reverend Roman this type of like woke incel dude that go on podcasts like Fresh and Fit podcast. This guy called Neon. He's trying his best to like act like you know and tough gangster. Like, did I send in a video about Neon Reverend Remnant, right? Or
I think so.
yeah, yeah. Have you seen it? What he does? Hmm? Or
What was that?
have you seen what Neon does whilst in the video?
Um, is this like a gaming channel?
Yeah, Neon with the glasses and that type of stuff. Remember that?
Uh, I don't remember. The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, because I did send you a video of him. Let me see.
Maybe
I,
been a while ago.
yeah, I think it's a while ago I sent him. Let me show you this dude, because at least no, at least what is it in Discord? I can personally, I could wish like I could show you videos from Perspective on Podcast. Let me show you. I think here we go, Reverend. Try see on Discord. I send you a message. Do you remember this guy I sent you, this geek?
Oh, let me check.
This type of Gen Z freak we gotta like deal with. I think I did send you. Well, not really.
I'm checking now.
Yes, it's at the bottom. Called Neon. This dirt.
Okay, it looks. The thumbnail looks familiar. I think you sent me this like a few months ago or so.
Yeah, yeah. I think you did watch it. That guy with that glasses where this dude exposed him. He's trying to like ride. He's trying to like be like one of these people, like you know tough, like gangster and tough guys, and at least he's get what he deserve. And I don't get how every company needs to like support these type of people, these weirdos trying to like harass people in streets. And when it came to reality, when somebody fought back at them, they rather put us as you know bad people and victims. Meanwhile, this dude hide around security. Ma,
Wasn't this the guy in Japan, or am I thinking of someone else?
no, no, he's from USA. around your state. Like, was it Neon?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out later then.
Yeah, yeah. Because even though once you get to n- know about him and how these modern artists are, it's like they follow the trends like these people like to follow these weirdos. And also right now Marvel hitting new low. Everybody uploading videos right now saying Marvel hitting new low.
Yeah, I've seen some of them too. Yeah.
Told you. I don't get it. See, when it comes to like what is it? When it comes to like these corporate slave, I would say can they get operated how he's saying that we don't know anything, but we do. Look, it gets to them, it gets to them. But
What happened?
Yup. I guess Reborn cut out.
Oh, he did. Okay. I don't know what happened. He was saying something and then he didn't finish, so I don't know.
yo,
Oh, okay. He's
I'm
back.
there. Sorry, I was saying because I still can hear you guys, but it's just like
Your mic keeps cutting out. That's what it is.
because I'm in lower battery. Damn it! But
Yeah,
let me
I was gonna ask if like it could be something with your battery because
yeah, yeah,
that would
yeah,
happen to me.
yeah, bro. Yeah. Also, I was saying this though, like you see how Penegate operates, saying that majority of fan base don't know what they're talking about, but when they see realize that like, they can support the company, they can support company and kiss the asses, but he will realize soon he'll live into the fandom shadows, saying saying the right stuff, and he will cry all day long because the fact like the companies are being, you know, destroyed to bits, and he doesn't want to see it because personally, it will make his eye, you know, tears right through the cheeks.
I think what it is that a lot of people, I guess, like with him also, where they want to like be acknowledged by these companies and kind of like do what other people do in order to like get ahead, at least like on YouTube. Like, oh, this company flew me out to their headquarters and now I'm doing an interview. Or I saw behind the scenes footage. They gave me the collector's edition. Now they're gonna have the thumbnail with a kiss in the box, or they got that mouth wide open with the game next to their face and shit.
Exactly.
Or they got like, oh, look at the little merch. I'm opening up a bag of t-shirts and whatever. And it's like that's what I get from a lot of these people because they're a bunch of like yes men, essentially, where it's
Yeah, like
like
you see
everything the
Calvin
company does is a good thing, or anything that can be seen as bad. It's like, oh well, we got to take a wait and see approach. Let's just wait and see. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, despite them having a terrible track record
Yep.
of doing a bunch of dumb shit. One of them being like EA or Ubisoft, or the usual companies like Activision or whoever.
The usual culprits.
Yeah, then it's like the usual people who are always like trying to be overly optimistic, but we know why, because they want to get in bed with these companies so that way they can get ahead and get all these little, they can benefit off of it. Because say like me, Genpachi, or you, or
Yep.
whoever, a bunch of other people like Game Awardy, or people like that, where we say what's actually going on.
Yeah.
These companies, these same companies, they're not going to want to send us any like review codes or anything like that. They're not going
Exactly.
to invite us anywhere. But the
You're
people
never
like
gonna see
that,
synthetic men get invited anywhere.
yeah, exactly,
So
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Kyle or whoever, or Vera Dark, or
Eric
Ryan
July,
Kimmel, Eric
Eric July.
July, anyone
It's
from Geeks and Gamers, people like that,
exactly,
where
bro.
they're not going to get those special privileges because they're not, or we're not kissing their asses, where the other people who are going to be always going to be there kissing their asses, or if they do criticize them, it's going to be like very mild. It's like they're going to put the
Yeah,
kid gloves
it's
on. It's the same thing with people with the Saints Row reboot. where the usual people were like, again, they want to be optimistic, but then they'll claim that I've been a Saints Row fan since the beginning. Deep Silver, they showed me this or whatever. I remember getting access to the codes for Agents of Mayhem, whatever. And it's like, how are you going to see this reboot and honestly be optimistic about it when you know damn well it's not Saints Row, it's an abomination. It's the same thing with all these other games. Like,
That game, that word
And they're not
perfectly.
talking about NDA. Oh, maybe
That
ask an NDA, but they don't want to do. They don't want to do it. Oh, it's gonna make us look bad. They gonna flag us. Just like
the
I think what happened to what is it? Even on Chico know this guy from Discord, and yeah, I think saying to Dominatrix, he got like apparently like arrested for leaking up the Saints or reboot and also
oh
the game.
yeah.
but like that encapsulates exactly what it is, like an abomination.
Yeah,
But
and it's
like
crazy
again,
how so many people will shill and
well,
claim that I'm a big fan. I've been gaming for all this many years and this that or whatever, and I know all this or whatever. I talk to these developers and shit, but then
Yeah.
it's like
if the game was good,
they can't like have the same mindset as us because they're so like they're essentially they're like compromised already.
Yeah,
if the game was good though, you have to understand that when a game is genuinely good, they won't be afraid to show it off to everybody, even people that talk about the woke stuff. Because if the game is that good, then they will have nothing to fear.
Exactly. That's why you wouldn't see the Deep Silver Creators Collective, whatever it's called, or EA Game Changers and all that. You wouldn't be seeing these little programs coming on where content creators can sign up for it, and then they get like free like access to whatever whatever it has in these programs. Because
Yeah,
if they were to show it to everyone, essentially, then they would know that it's complete like shit.
other
It's like
lies, other shit.
the Sushi Squad beta
yeah, exactly.
that was only available for a certain number of people.
Mhm.
That was not available to everyone, and there's a reason why. And then on top of that, you can't even record footage for what you were playing. And that's another reason why they're not confident. That's why they have these little programs and little things in place in order to
Yeah.
they're coming after me anyway. They got these programs in place because they know if everyone sees what's really there, then then it's not going to sell. And usually it doesn't. They don't sell as well. Like the Marvel Spider-Man 2, apparently within the leaks, it was like 300 and something million for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
And then also the Miles Morales game
tanks.
tanked
Bad.
as well.
Yeah.
Even though
It
it
fucks up.
wasn't a full price game, I believe,
Exactly.
and it's kind of like an expansion of the.
It's basically a DLC. It's a
Yeah, it's
glorified
basically the
expansion.
DLC,
And
but
then
it
everyone
does show
be a
that a lot
part
of
of.
people don't want to play as Miles Morales. They wanted to capitalize on the popularity because of the Spider-Verse shit, but even then, that game even at a reduced price was not able to surpass or even come close to the first Spider-Man game.
Exactly. And guys, let me tell you this. Even though let me say this. Have you seen Griffin Gamer make a response? Respect him. Have you seen Griffin Game make response to this clown? Amazing meltdown, Lucas, where
Oh
he
yeah, I saw his video on that.
trying
The
He was
the
saying that it was
the
racist.
amazing doofus, the Griffin.
Yeah,
amazing do this.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah. He was saying that people are racist. What was it for? God, what the fuck was it? Marvel Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Or was
Miles
it Blade?
Morales. According to races, they don't like Miles Morales as main protagonist.
You know what's
Well,
crazy?
I mean, I don't like him. I don't like
Here's-
him because he's not Spider-Man. If
Yeah,
he was his
exactly.
own character, I wouldn't really. I'll be indifferent to him. The reason why I don't like him is because they keep trying to shove him down my throat, even though he actually fucking sucks. If he was a good character, I would like him. I like Blade. Wait, so I could like. So I'm not racist enough to hate Blade, but I'm racist enough to hate Miles. What the hell? That makes
Yeah.
no sense.
Make it make sense.
Bro.
You know what's funny? Because people like Amazing.
Hell, I
Lucas
was
or even,
bothering Revenant. I was showing Revenant videos of Blade, like, oh, Blade is fucking amazing. It's ahead of its time or whatever.
Yeah, we would talk about Blade
bro.
like fucking like years ago and shit like that. Like, or even like Spawn, or even like me and Jim Pachi are into like wrestling and MMA. Like we'll talk about like these fighters like Anderson Silva, Quentin Rampage Jackson, all these other people.
John Jones.
Yeah,
John Jones.
John Jones.
He's
Yeah,
kind of a dick. He's kind of a dick, but he's a good fighter.
yeah, Daniel Cormier and people like that.
Yeah.
Like if we're so racist, why would we like these fighters? Or in the case of John Jones, seems like a shit person, but I'm not gonna deny his talent as a fighter.
Yeah, he's an amazing fighter.
Wrestlers like Ron Simmons, Booker T, current wrestler Trick Williams, like
Yeah.
fucking me and Jim Pachi agree that Trick Williams is like one of the best like current up and coming wrestlers right now. If we're racist, we wouldn't be saying that. We would be like, nah, get this black man off the TV or whatever. Like, we're not saying that.
Exactly. And I say that. And also, too, you don't like Miles Morales. Even though personally, I like Miles Morales, who is like in Spider-Man, but even though his character is kind of off. But the thing is, if they want to create Miles Morales, they gotta make it in a good sense. And the fact like they need to create new entry characters, just like
new original characters.
But the thing is, here's the thing about Miles Morales.
Right,
exactly.
in his fucking room.
Miles Morales is dog shit, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Reborn, but he's dog shit. He's bad, and I'm gonna explain why he's bad, because ultimately, bro.
Yeah.
Ultimately, hold on. Ultimately,
I like it.
He has no main villains. It's like he has none of his villains are his own iconic villains. Every villain that he has, it's a big deal, was a trickle down of Spider-Man villains. People don't even know half of Miles' original villains. Secondly, Miles Morales has no personality, bro. He's basically like just Peter Parker again. Like there's no reason. He exists for no reason, bro. He exists solely to be Black Spider-Man, which is why I don't like him, because he's bad. I have Spider-Man already. You know what I'm saying? It's like Blade, his own guy. Luke Cage, his own guy.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Spawn is his own guy.
Yeah, and this guy from
I just want to interrupt real quick. I saw a thing about the Wolverine leaks.
Yeah.
And the hell.
30 countries. That's right.
You're talking about Wolverine leaks?
Yeah, I had to fix something real quick. Anyway, so he's slashing enemies. They're not humans. They're robots.
Yeah.
So he fights robots that look like humans. And on top of that, there's crafting in the game.
The game, guys. Personally, I'm not being respect, but that game gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
it looks like
Where's
it.
the goal?
Yeah, we already know.
Well, we all know that the reason why he's slicing robots is because they want to nerf the violence so kids can play the game.
You know, people be like, there's they can take off limbs and there's blood, but they're robots.
Rainbow agendas go again.
This is no. Oh hell yeah, you know that. This is no different than what was it? Gears of War 5.
Oh, that shit was ass in Gears of War. I was like, why am I fighting so many robots? This is ass. It was in Gears of War 4.
That one, yeah.
Bro.
And I think they both had it.
God of War is very badass, but they just double down on the stuff where he used to be. And also
Revenant knows that. Revenant knows that. I always say that the original God of War is way more badass. The current Kratos is kind of soft, man. He's soft.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
In that game, they had those enemies with the weird orange blood because they wanted to nerf the violence. The only blood that really shows is when you're fighting the Norse gods themselves, and even then, it's pretty tame.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why people like constantly getting like hyped for this shit when the same people acknowledge, they ruined the story in Spider-Man 2. So why are you hyped for Wolverine? It's by the same company. Sweet Baby Inc. will be there.
Yeah, exactly.
To ruin it again. And it's not even just that. They don't even need Sweet Baby Inc. They don't even need Sweet Baby Inc. because the people making the game are woke, libtard weirdos that are
Yep.
obsessed with identity politics and going to find every way that any way that they can to cram in their agendas.
Yeah, and
All these
meanwhile,
companies do that.
yeah, and meanwhile they'll call consumers Donald Trump supporters.
Yeah, it's like for anything.
It's
Oh,
just funny. It's like you gotta laugh at it, man. You gotta laugh at
yeah,
how
Yeah.
silly these people are.
it's
So
pathetic
and the
because
fact like
they have
oh
nothing, so they just go with whatever buzzword that sticks. They think that will
exactly
stick.
the anti woke is claiming something. The anti woke. But oh boy. And they're saying that it's based like Americans saying woke cause it's on that side point. But they
Because
can't.
people, you know what it is? It's like they're trying to like put a like they're trying to put a leash on people. Imagine, you know, you have a
Yeah,
dog,
least and
and like
this psycho manipulation.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're trying to put a leash on people and shove them into a cage and try to shut them down. That's why they say anti woke this, anti woke that, anti whatever. It's just people being realists. People don't want this shit. It's ass. And in the end of the day, no matter how much they try to pretend that it's not bad, if they really had confidence in all this stuff, they wouldn't be having to tell people. They wouldn't have to say anything because people would still enjoy the game regardless.
Yeah, yeah. And even take a look at Jesse Grant's. Like we spent a Jesse Grant video. Subscribe to me explain thing. Look how many times the outlets keep on talking about it's toxic Marvel fans, why the movie's flopping, why the sale flopping. Oh, backlash from right wings. Backlash from outraged toxic fans. Like who are you comparing the fans and also the right wings? Do you think- do you got like common point or can they at least just watch the videos? No, just ridiculous argument. And now they say, oh, Marvel fans call it MCU, which I can appreciate. Ridiculous writing. I would say personally, ridiculous writing. And yeah, um, hey guys, my battery's about around 21%. So
Oh,
like I would say this, it's nice to have two two of you here. But
Mm.
Reese Jim Patchy once again joining in. My home if
the
like
scholar.
thank you. Like
No problem, man.
like remember like Triple X and Fashion used to be too. We used to talk about music industry too. He have that mindset just like him. And
Oh,
also
uh,
yeah, also like remember when I seen the video of him, right? I be honest, not like these other rappers though.
hmm
Hey, man, I, my life is going. I don't know, man. No,
yeah. I
this
mean,
the
in the
graphic,
end of
yeah. Oh, homies just got letter chains, switch and stack it up. That's them. These mother rap.
well, you know, like in the end of the day, bro, things are gonna evolve one way or another, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah. I will
not
see.
all evolution is good, man. Just because
Yeah,
something has mutated and grown, it can either be a evolution or an abomination, and
Yep.
thank you.
a mutation, right? And I think that the only way to the only way to get rid of these cancers is to cut them out before they take hold. Because
Yep.
once they take root and it becomes normal, that's when like things are really like assed out, you know.
hmm
Yeah,
So
Yep. That's why sometimes it's good to stay like stuck in your ways. It's not always a bad thing to kind of like always like
yeah.
have like your firm beliefs and values that you
True.
kept true to yourself for like whatever amount of years, because all these people like nowadays they want you to submit to whatever is like the new thing, the easy thing, and something that's usually gonna tear down society, ruin media, entertainment, freedom of speech, or freedom of
True.
expression through like art or
and sometimes all at the same time somehow.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
And also, what is it? They're trying to come after people with, with good or higher values, IQ. and they see them as famous, but
Yeah, they
rather
try to
silence.
silence like-minded people that know what's going on, because if someone with like a lot of people, like say like Alex Jones or even Tucker Carlson, Donald Trump, people like that, where it's like they're not afraid to tell you what's really going on. A lot of other people on the other side are usually trying to silence them, tear them down,
But
and find
yeah,
some way to create some type of smear campaign because they're
yeah,
afraid of what's going to happen, because they know what's going to happen. They know
that's true.
enough people are going to wake up and see exactly what's going on,
Yeah,
and they're going
that's
to lose control when that happens.
yeah. But let's be honest, that's how you see most of young teenagers nowadays like that, miserable. But it's kind of true because they're in that type of party, and
Hmm.
there's nothing you can't change them because they rather have focus on the greed of the money and the power, but not at least explain, what's important, mental health. They don't care about that. They care about, tearing down what's happening around two kingdoms. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
okay, USA. Mm.
Yeah, man.
And that's,
That's what they want.
yeah,
They want to influence the influencers, control the controllers.
Hmm.
yeah, exactly.
But
And what is it, say, Japan?
no, I was gonna say on that note, I'm gonna head out in a few because I got to do a few things.
Yeah,
But so
yeah,
it's always good talking to you guys. Thanks for having me. I know your battery's low, so
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go back and play my Yakuza 4.
There you go. All right,
Huh?
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you think of Yakuza 4 before I go? On his opinion,
What was that?
what's your thoughts on Yakuza 4 before I go?
Um, I like it. You played three yet?
Nope. Hear,
I
hear,
like
hear,
three.
hear hear a bit of rumors about it. Like,
Oh,
yeah, but
um,
I like Yakuza 4, 5, but they didn't play 6. But they
I
play
like 6.
5 and 6. But I'm playing 4, want to build the way up. Then I play
you
5
got to
and 6.
play
But,
zero.
huh?
You got to play zero.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
best one.
Okay. Yeah,
Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I heard. Yeah, Zero from what I played was really good. I never finished it myself, but it definitely was good so far, from what I remember.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's just good. I finished all of them, so it's good. My least favorite is probably five.
Yeah, yeah. Don't blame me. But I completely was it Akira Yama storyline. I have to deal with this other dude storyline where he has been in prison and he got
Oh,
escaped.
Saijima, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the big guy. He had like long
Long
black hair, and now he has a buzz cut.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, pulled a Craig Marduk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least I respect the soldier, this bald guy from Soldier, because I'm not being disrespect. He mostly like, like most like Jim Patrick try to guide this Akiyama-san and also give
Yeah.
him the physics.
Oh yeah,
But
he trains them at the on the rooftop, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I
He's
remember him.
more like Jim Patrick around the, you know, right here, streaming and giving people good advice. And also, yeah, oh yeah, last thing, Remnant. So, have you told Jim Patrick about the KSI, the KSI situation, or not really?
Um,
KSI.
what was it?
Or what his
Jake
sparring
Jake
partner is?
Paul. His sparring partner is ass,
KSI.
as expected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ice of speed.
Yeah, so he's gonna be doing the same shit anyway. So
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. He sucks. I don't know why anyone
yeah,
cares, but hey, they
I
do.
know, but he bashed on Jake Paul still. Even Revenant Remnant saying his old fans turn against him,
Yeah, that's
which
what
is true.
happens, man. When you
yeah.
bash
They
people.
all eat each other up anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Even though what is it? Jake was ready to sign a contract, but he's been KSI just don't want to do it. He's gonna continue bashing him all the whole year. Wait until he keep on doing it. Once if Jake got like a contest fighting professional fighters, here he goes. You might see him gonna like find a way to just get his audience to like watch his show.
Yeah,
And he
just to
know how to.
Yep,
milk the drama as long as they can.
that's what
Yeah,
they do.
Hmm.
exactly. And,
Yeah, but
and also,
KSI is. I don't know, bro. I hope he's making money doing this because
I'm
otherwise, I
sure
don't
he
see
is.
what the point is.
Logan Paul defending KSI when KSI has massive hatred around Jake. You know, even though I send the video to Reverend Remnant, if Reverend Remnant can just look how Jake speak honest, but he's been like Logan been defending KSI during the prime situation, all type of stuff. And
Yeah,
also, what is it? Jake defeat an amateur boxer, a pro amateur boxer with 10-1. You know, lost, but he defeated his opponent around 10 record, and he's got probably like find some professional pro amateur boxer he needs to face so he can have his name been respected in the good
yeah,
shape. But KSI, no, he's saying I can't be asked for this dude. But me and Revenant will know he will still be obsessed stalking him no matter what. If he still do boxing, he will still bashing on his skills. Am I
Yeah,
right, Revenant Remnant?
yeah.
yeah,
He's gonna bash him no matter what. To be honest.
yeah. Just to talk and play drama and try to build interest. You
Yeah,
know, the usual stuff. So
I'm more
yeah,
into like the actual talent of the sport. I've never really cared that much about the drama, but that's just me. I know most people aren't
exactly.
like
But
that.
KSI will do my drama.
yeah,
But
it's a
imagine,
lot better when you see like actual fighters with actual skill. They
Or
don't have
even
to
like
like.
just like seeing who's the best. Like sometimes the
Yeah,
trash
yeah,
talk is just cheesy.
yeah, but
yeah.
KSI been doing it for years.
Especially
But
when you know like they're not that good.
Yeah,
exactly, even though what is it? I understand my hater Jake will try and prove, but he wants to do it around his future. And even though what is it? Like fuck Mike, what he say, but Mike saying that he doesn't care about infield boxing. The only thing, what is it? Majority of fans from YouTube boxing community want to see both of them fight, Jake Paul versus KSI. But personally, Jake trying his best to sign the contract, but KSI, others trying to sign contract, but he wants to be high Jason Claude. To be honest, if KSI want to like fight Jim Pachi, he'll find a way to put rehydration clause, for Jim Pachi.
I would destroy them, bro. I don't care what no one says. They asked out and they fight me. I'm serious. Like that is not. They do not want to do that. Because I'm not. I'll be in the press conference. I won't say a word, bro. I won't hype it up. I won't say nothing. I'll just be there to sit there because I'm obligated to contractually. And then when the fight comes, I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of them. That's really
Yeah,
what's gonna happen.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm not gonna be there talking trash. I'll just literally sit there and say nothing until the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes a bad man gotta learn his lesson and sing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because what is it? They always need the attention with fighters. You can be full on with your skill, but I can't wait to see your boxing training once you put that up on YouTube charts.
Yeah, I'll probably do another one soon when I hit pads with my friend again or something.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
like whatever. I'll probably put something else up because
yeah,
I've been like mainly focusing on like the workouts lately.
yeah.
But
It's great, bro.
You can
when
hit
I
pads with me.
oh yeah, but when I hit pads again with my boy, I'll upload some clips.
Yeah, yeah. But obviously you look good. But sorry for that disrespect. But
No, it wasn't. I didn't know what the hell you were trying. I didn't know what you meant, bro. It's
not because
fine.
I was saying you need to have like the James Johnson, but like you said,
Yeah, but you know Dwayne Johnson, he's on he's on every juice
yeah,
known to man, bro.
but like I said, because if Kate can see you like that way, he will not be saying a thing. He's saying, "There, I don't care. At least find some ways, but he can't handle Tommy Fury."
Yeah, but trust me, bro. If you see like you know what it is, it's because like when you're working out in the gym, the lighting is different. You know what I'm saying? You have like certain lighting, and then
Yeah,
like you also have I'm wearing like workout clothes that are like somewhat loose. They're not really like that like fitted, so it's harder to see the physique. But if you see like pictures of me like with actual like pictures, shirtless or whatever, like in a gym, you're gonna see that like I'm pretty shredded, like pretty lean. Like even Revenant knows, he knows me in like real life. He'll tell you that like I'm pretty beefy, bro. You just gotta like it's just that the footage when you're like when you're in a public gym, the lighting is very harsh. You get what I'm saying? So there's no shadows.
No, it's
So
true.
it can hide a lot of like your size or definition.
Yeah, that's true.
And you got to remember too, I'm a lot taller than these guys too, so my frame is bigger too. You know,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I'm 6'3", bro. So like my frame, like you can have like somebody stand next to me, you'll see like the difference in like mass itself. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And again, like
Yeah.
no steroids, none of that,
Nah,
you know, type of crap. Where like guys like Dwayne Johnson and all this like people like that were
They be lying for their whole lives.
yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Like Dwayne Johnson when he was like wrestling as The Rock in the '90s,
He was on juice back then.
all those people were. A lot of
Yeah.
them still are now.
So I'm not to take anything away from them. I'm just saying that like I'm not gonna compare myself to The Rock, who's like freaking been juicing. I mean, because think about it, the dude is 50. He's 50 years old, bro.
Yeah, looking like that, and he had plastic surgery.
He looks better now than he did in his prime, bro. Come on.
Yeah. If you look at
Exactly,
pictures
bro.
from like the '90s or even the early 2000s when he first started acting,
Yeah, like
now it's like a different, like really, like not even just his physique, but his face. A different
his face.
person.
He's
This
a
guy
different
got
person.
work done and everything. This guy is not natural in no way, shape, or form.
Exactly. So that's why like I don't compare myself with him at all. But you saw the other community posts I put, right? So you can see like all like the abs and like traps and everything in that. But
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro. You gotta like, like the thing is, man, it's like it's hard, but you gotta get in there and do it no matter what. Because ultimately, like if something goes down, see how the world is now, you gotta be ready to protect yourself and be strong enough to
Yeah.
be able to survive, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Oh, so also me and Revenant, we're gonna be streaming a game together soon. Maybe a Resident Evil or maybe like Virtual Fighter or something or like
I
some
see.
game we're gonna stream.
Yeah, I was saying before, like in your stream, like is Reverend gonna get like a PS5 or a PS5 Slim?
Oh
Or
yeah.
I'll try to. I want to try to get one this year coming up.
maybe late September or something.
I don't know. I don't know about that late because I actually do want to like try to like stream or things like that. Kind of get like the community involved and all that and
Yeah.
whatnot. So, and also there are some games that are out currently that I am interested in. A lot of them are like Eastern games or like
Yeah,
That too.
double A games or
I'm
indie
already
games.
especially Eastern games. But right
Yeah.
now,
So
what is it?
I'm not gonna pretend there's nothing on PS5 that interests me.
For
I mean,
me,
it's
it's
like,
really about the upscaling for like my
yeah,
resolution and stuff. I think that for me, that's what I care about with like some of the games that I like make videos of.
yeah,
But
like
at the same time,
like better video quality.
video quality, because when you record with PS4, the resolution is only 720 max. So
And also, like the PS5 has more space.
exactly. So it's just like
Exactly. Respect.
reasons like that. So I'm gonna probably get one. There are some. I actually am in the same boat as Revenant, where there are some games that I'm interested in.
It's just
Same.
not from
But
the usual like studios that some people would probably be like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
get a
mostly like
PS5.
Eastern games. It'll be like
Yeah,
things
same.
like
I'm into the Eastern games right now. I'm waiting for the Rise of Ronin, even though I don't get it, but I'm looking interested. I think
Rise of Rome, right?
yeah,
No,
Rise.
Rise of the Ronin.
Or
Yeah, Rise.
Rise of the Ronin. I keep thinking
Yeah.
people are saying Rise of Rome, and I'm like, is there a sequel to Son of Rome?
Like, I'm getting that.
At least that got a release date though.
But many people waiting for a Stellar Blade, but I hope
Yeah, I'm waiting for that too.
I hope it does be good. Because what is it?
Yeah, I hope it's not censored.
Once we see from Reddit, every accent, oh, censorship. I said to myself, oh boy, if those people ask for censorship, they must be into that category where
Mhm.
they're all the journalists.
I want
No,
games with thick women.
yeah,
I
no,
agree.
every censorship. I'm ready. Twitter censorship. Boy,
Basically, yeah. So basically, that's. I mean, like, I'm gonna get one at some point, but I do know me and Revenant will be streaming soon. I'm also gonna try my hand at like doing like more of like
a long form videos, like video essay style. Not necessarily like me breaking them down, but more like videos like, for example, why I'm not interested in Suicide Squad and stuff like that. But I'm gonna make the just more like a focus, more like quality video rather than me just
Yeah,
ranting.
yeah, yeah.
You
Also,
know,
guys, probably I might be doing a podcast next week. We can discuss something, but I need to add more details. So
what was that? I can't hear you.
I'll be doing a podcast next week. If you feel like you join, feel free.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm
Yeah,
also gonna
Yeah.
me and Revenant, we're gonna post a thing on X and on YouTube advertising because if we're gonna need to play like Resident Evil or something, it's gonna be fun, you know. And people can ask questions and talk with us. It'll be fun.
yeah, exactly,
So
exactly. Oh yeah. So guys, let me tell this. Let me tell this in future. Are you guys gonna promote your advertisement or not really? Never.
what do you mean?
Like one of these YouTuber where they put sponsor on YouTube. Are you gonna do that or not really?
I don't know yet. I don't think my channel right now is getting enough views for me for that to be worth it.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like I could try to do it, but I would have to look for like a sponsor. You mean like a sponsor, like how to do
Like
raid Shadow
all
Legends
that
and stuff?
stuff, bro. Money, bills. They want to like every corporate slave want to like do it. Nah, I'm not into that type of stuff.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
that's
do
what
it.
you. Oh,
I'm just not gonna. I'll take a promotion if they want to like pay me as an ad, but I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not gonna like censor myself because of the ad. If that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. And
Like
that's the thing for me. I just really don't want them censoring me. I'd rather have my own take of stuff.
like for example, if Raid Shadow Legends or something like that was like, oh, you want to promote, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna like be there like they're gonna say like, oh, don't say this, don't say that. I'm gonna say what I want. So
Yeah, exactly.
it might be hard for me to find a promotion like a promotional ad like that advertisement group if
Exactly.
I'm not
hmm
willing to compromise.
Yeah, because they can't accept reality. At least Eastern can do it. Like take but both like people's standpoint inside of views, but these people no. We can't
Yeah,
have it positive and negative around our community.
I agree.
And I see from the Suicide Squad game we're talking about today
Well,
that
I'm gonna destroy that game when I talk about it. I'm not gonna be nice at all. I'm gonna go hard on that game because that game pisses me off.
oh damn it's that bad, bro.
it
Live
gets worse
stream.
and worse.
What I found out about Conroy, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna kill all of them. Then the Flash is gonna go back in time and undo it at the end or something like that.
Yep.
But in the end of the day, it doesn't matter though because they already ruined it by doing this. So
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. By the way, I'm gonna go. It's nice speaking to both of y'all. And shout out to
yeah,
King Tech and Game Woody. Respect for both of them joining. We appreciate it, and I really appreciate.
and
Yeah, and Spirit.
Spirit.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Spirit of
So
Paradox. That's the
yeah.
name, right? Yeah, yeah,
Respect
yeah.
Paradox too.
Yeah,
Sorry
he
for
was
you
cool.
not mentioning the name, but respect you. I'll add you on community list and also a lot of yours. Respect.
Yeah, I can check his
So
channel
time
out.
for
all
like
right, guys.
bye, and I see you on the next podcast. If you
Yeah,
want us to do this, let me know. Then I can feel free to discuss what topic we're interested about and I'll do it. All right?
yeah. I gotta
Uh,
go
All right.
anyway because I gotta do a few things. So yeah,
Yeah.
if anybody's interested, check out my channel. It's Jim Pachi. You could follow me on IG at the Beard King Art. I do a lot of art, animation, a lot of gaming stuff on my YouTube channel. Check it out if it interests you. If not, it's fine. You know, I appreciate it either way. And catch you later. All right, everyone. I gotta go. I'll see you.
bye. Like Revenant.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for having me again. Like always, if people are interested, you can check me out at Revenant Remnant. Uh, talk about games and all the other like what's going on with basically so much stuff we'll be talking about here. So if you're interested, check me out. So, but again,
Yeah,
thanks for having me on, Reborn.
yeah. You too. It's Reborn. I appreciate you guys stopping by and telling your different opinions and thought. And I hope if you else want to join, let me know. I can send you StreamYard and also send you invite to the link, and then you can discuss everything for me. Feel free and see your personal perspective about series and type of stuff. And the truth will be always been spread by the positivity. not downward spiral to not hurt no one. And yeah, therefore, it's a great podcast, and everyone, I see everyone maybe on the late night. Have a good night, have good rest, and keep safe. This is Rebound sign out. Hope you all have a great day. Take care of your families and loved one. Respect, and therefore also love. Right. Rebound signing out. Peace.